Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Backstone Boxing. Now, man, Jerret Hurd, man. Jarrett Swift Hurd, undefeated, unified champion. He wasn't impressed with Jermell Charlo's performance against Austin, no doubt Trout, man. He thought that Jermell Charlo was sticking too much in the ring and Austin Trout was giving him that work. He thought that that KO streak stopped when he fought Austin Trout. And if you guys didn't know, just to refresh your memory, Heard when he fought Austin Trout, he stopped Austin Trout. He didn't make it to 12. He basically bullied him and walked him down, and basically enforced his will and his and pressure on Austin Trout, man. You know, Austin Trout was looking like a beaten man in that Herd fight. Um, Austin Trout was getting beat so bad he actually quit in the stool. That's how bad he beat him. Pretty crazy stuff, man. Now, Herd, man, he actually just came out with some quotes on BoxingScene.com, and he says, "Charlo gets stopped if he fights me like he fought Trout." And I'm gonna get in some quotes. Now, this is what he says, and I quote: "He fight me anyway." Okay, now it's funny. It sounds funny because he says it. Okay, so if it sounds funny, that's how he talks. Now he says he fight me anyway like that. He's getting stopped. Heard tweeted in a tweet late Saturday night. He had the hashtag "Keep running your mouth" as reference to Charlo's catchphrase. Now I'm gonna get some more quotes. He says, as soon as he gets some real competition in front of him, Heard tweeted in reference to Jermell Charlo's KO, streak goes out the window. This is something that Trout gonna be able to tell you right here. Charlo told Showtime Brian Custer in the ring following his win at Staples Center. Trout gonna tell you who gonna win that fight because if Hurd sit down in front of me, if Hurd sit down in front of me, it's Trout moved right now. That's why he survived 12. But if Hurd stood in front of me and just take them shots, I guarantee you, I beat him. So yeah, I want to unify, and I'll do it right here in LA. That's what Hurd said, man. If it sounds funny, that's how he tweeted it, man. That's how, or that's how he quoted it. That's how he spoke. So basically, he says that you know Austin Charlo was really holding his ground against Jermell Charlo, and Charlo couldn't really do anything about it. But when Austin Trout stood in front of Hurd, he basically just walked him down and basically overwhelmed him. It was really weird too, you know. I think Hurd fights better coming forward than Jermell Charlo does because the fact of the matter is, when you fight Austin Trout, he moves at angles, right? It was evident that Jermell Charlo couldn't fight unless he really can't come forward and fight you unless it's a perfectly straight line. When you watch him fight, he was the if he couldn't hit Austin Trout, what he would do is he would throw combinations going in a straight line. But as soon as Austin Trout changed an angle on him and pivot or something like that, Jermell Charlo looked confused. He looked very confused. But the thing is, when Hurd was fighting Austin Trout, he knew how to pivot with Austin Trout and to keep the pressure on. You know, it's the difference between fighting in a straight line and fighting coming forward at angles. It was obvious that Hurd knows how to fight forward coming in at angles. You know, Hurd's punches are really an awkward thing, and how he generates those powers is he uses angles to generate those powers. So man, there you guys have it, man. Hurd talks about basically Jermell Charlo's biggest step up at 154 because that's the most crafty fighter he fought at 154. It's one thing to beat a top contender, undefeated contender who has no experience, but there's another thing to fight Austin Trout, who's a veteran. He's fought in every champion at 154 ever since for like years. For like at least the last 5 years or something like that. He's fought Canelo Alvarez, used to be champion. He fought Jermell Charlo, you know, currently like yesterday, a couple days ago. He fought Jamal Charlo. You know what I mean? He fought Arizline Delora. You know what I mean? He's fought everyone. So he's basically fought every champion that's been reigning for some kind of time, you know, and you really can't get more experience than that. So the thing is, when you're fighting a veteran like that, you're not gonna look great, and you will get exposed somewhat. He will expose you for your weaknesses because he's a master at movement. He's a master at getting hit, not get hit. The only thing with Austin Trout is, he just doesn't hit as hard as he needs to hit. When he gets wary when he gets hit. Like sometimes I feel like Austin Trout can't dig deep. And if he could, he did when he was undefeated. But he's getting older in his career. He doesn't want to take that kind of punishment, so he doesn't stand in front of you and fight a little more like he should. But at that, because you can tell, because when Hurd fought him, Hurd sensed that, and he basically just pushed the pace and made Austin Trout quit on the stool. It was really a TKO. I mean, the guy was gonna get knocked out even if he didn't quit. He had no energy left. He was done. So and that was a testament to Hurd's pressure and will. So man, I was actually gonna make a video about it, but I slipped up a little bit. I was gonna make a video about this yesterday before this thing even posted, about how Hurd looked better than Jermell Charlo, and how I think that Hurd at this point of his career would probably stop Jermell Charlo, in my opinion. While I think Jermell hits hard, the problem was Austin Trout was landing decent punches, but those decent punches stopped Jermell Charlo from being so aggressive. He started thinking too much, and he started being wary of his power. There's only short periods of time where he would have like moments where he tried to be aggressive, but for the most part, he was very defensive because he was getting hit a lot, and those punches affected him to the point where he didn't want to throw punches. And the thing with Hurd is he won't stop throwing punches, and he's a bigger puncher than Austin Trout. So it'd be a bad style matchup for Jermell Charlo, and he'll probably get stopped, in my opinion. He'll get stopped, in my opinion. The thing is, Austin Trout couldn't handle the punches of Hurd and Jermell Charlo. That's why Jermell Charlo could just hit him and then not worry about much. But with Hurd, you hit him. Hurd likes getting in simultaneous exchanges with you. He'll like to he wants you to swing so you're open. He's not afraid to take a punch. So man, listen. In my opinion, I think Hurd right now, he just looked a lot better fighting Austin Trout than Jermell Charlo. I thought those scorecards were really wide. I really had Jermell Charlo losing those rounds. He wasn't dropping Trout in. So they say the Trout fight, he was beating Hurd and everything, but in my opinion, Trout was destroying Jermell Charlo because Charlo wasn't doing anything because he was getting countered so much and beat so bad and outboxed so bad. Everything Jermell Charlo was trying to throw was a knockout blow. It wasn't even boxing anymore. It was trying to say, okay, I'm gonna try to drop this guy with this or that punch. Everything that Jermell Charlo threw had knockout on it, and it wasn't really much of a boxing match. And I thought he was getting outboxed for most of the fight. Unfortunately for Austin Trout, he got dropped with everything he got hit with, so that didn't make it look good for him. That didn't make it look good for him. But man, that's how I see it, man. I think Hurd is right about this whole Trout situation and how he fought him. I think that shows like a mental aspect that it needs to be focused on. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Empire.